Alright guys, we're going to be showcasing Hydreigon and Iris in today's video in the new Full Force battle. And I only have them at 1 out of 5, so this is going to be a 1 out of 5 showcase, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be just going for a 1 out of 5 for Hydreigon, and then going for 3 out of 5 for Mega Gardevoir when they come out in a week and a half or so, on the 31st to be exact. But Hydreigon and Iris, they're still very good, even at 1 out of 5. Obviously not the best, because there are some issues with them. But this is their grid at 1 out of 5. Like, this is literally everything that I was able to put on them at 1 out of 5. So you get 2 Dragon Rush power-ups, so it's going to be +6 on the power. But then you get Snarl power-ups and then Breaking Swipe power-ups. Quite a bit of them, actually. And then the only move gauge refresh you get on 1 out of 5 is Snarl. So that's going to be the only downside with them at 1 out of 5. Obviously, you're missing some power-ups or multipliers for lowering their special attack and physical attack and everything. So multipliers you're missing out on. You're also missing out on Dragon Rush move gauge refresh. Same with Breaking Swipe move gauge refresh. And MP refresh for 3 heads. I think there is MP refresh for 3 heads, but even at 1 to 5, they're still pretty solid because they do get a multiplier on their passive from power loving. Because the more the target stats have been lowered, the more it powers up moves. And then with their double drop ability, lowering special attack and physical attack will be very good, because even as a support type, they'll be perfectly fine. Because lowering special and physical is going to be very, very good, because it's going to help other strikers in the game tank a lot better and survive in battle a lot more. And first one that comes to mind is actually Lucamine. So like when you're going up against a stage that hits pretty hard and they're weak against bug type and you want to use Lucamine, you can literally just bring in Hydreigon and Iris and help with Lucamine's durability and survive a lot longer in battle. So support wise, they're very good at 1 out of 5, but damage wise, they're okay. They're definitely better at 2 out of 5 going to 3 out of 5. They also got Piercing Gaze, which their moves will never miss, which is really good. And for their lucky skill, I put Critical Strike 2 on them. For their theme skills, I don't really have anything on them because they're not going to be matching up with anybody besides Skyla that I have on the team, because they're from the Unova region. So yeah, but I don't have any of that put on them. But anyways, let's just go into the battle and see how they can actually perform. And I do have 5 or 6 like power-ups on them, so otherwise they would be at 300 and 392 physical and special attack. But I did put some power-ups into them, so that's why they're sitting just a bit over 400 special attack and physical attack. Otherwise, it would be a little bit lower. But yeah, this Full Force battle is actually super fun. I did part 1 with Hydreigon, and they're so good. They're so good. Like lowering the physical and special attack on their move kit, it's just amazing. That's something to like not look past on. Because like even just as a support, they're gonna be super helpful. And it's gonna help tanks survive a lot more too. It's gonna help strikers the most, because like strikers, we know they don't really have that great of defense. So having Hydreigon help with lowering special and physical is gonna be super good. So like what comes to mind is Battle Villa, Master Mode, lowering the physical and special attack from there. Like that's gonna be very strong. But let's just skip this sync move and actually go with Swanna's sync move, and then start attacking with Hydreigon. Because now that I got it a 6-star, it's going to be so good. Because we know how strong these supports are when it comes to 6-star ability. Increasing your sync move or buff by 100% on the very first sync move, which is very good. So yeah, we're going to lower their special attack once again because they just increased their special. So we want to get them to the lowest as possible, or keep them at the lowest as much as possible. So now Dusknoir's coming in, so we're just going to lower his physical attack because he is a physical attacker. So we want to avoid him doing a lot of damage, because he does have moves that can do a crap ton of damage. So want to be on the safe side. So I think -2 is okay for now, because I want to lower the others' special attack for now as well, just so we can survive a little bit more. So gonna heal up Swanna a little bit, and then we're gonna go back to lowering Dusknoir's physical attack, because he's the real threat here. Like the middle Pokemon are always the ones that do the most damage, so I'm more focused on Dusknoir right now. But after we get his physical attack lowered to a decent amount, then we'll start attacking him like completely with Dragon Rush. But But yeah, like even that 1 out of 5 on the grid, like they're still pretty solid. But again, like when it comes to Iris and Diantha coming out like around the same time, I think they made Diantha the way she is because they know that Iris, like you need her to be at 3 out of 5 in order for her to be like actually really good. But Diantha, because Iris is coming out sooner, well, I guess it doesn't really matter 100%. Because at the same time, like like Iris and Hydreigon, they're still pretty solid even at 1 out of 5. But the multipliers that you're going to be missing, you're going to be missing out on a little bit of damage, but not anything like too substantial. But like as you can see, like they're still pretty solid at 1 out of 5. But again, like the damage is what you're going to be missing out on. But in terms of support, they're really good. Because like again, the physical and special attack that they're lowering is gonna help so much. It's gonna help you survive in battle a lot longer too. So it's nothing to take lightly. But yeah, we're doing pretty solid here. Once we get rid of Dragonite, then we're gonna be fine. I want to lower his physical attack a little bit more and special attack. And then we should be fine because then our sync move will do a lot of damage to Hydreigon. But yeah, Swan is going to be out. Hopefully we can do enough damage here, so that will be fine. So I want to go for a. Oh, this is going to do a lot. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, we can knock him out here. We do. Perfect. That's actually a lot of damage. Nice. All right. Oh, okay. Hopefully, Break and Swipe can do a lot here. Nice. And I think we won. Awesome. 1 out of 5 Hydreigon just did the full force battle, which is nice. Obviously, what really helped is him lowering physical and special attack. That's gonna be so good. The only downside is he doesn't have move gauge refresh for Breaking Swipe on 1 out of 5. At 2 out of 5, I think he does get the move gauge refresh. But we could take a look at his grid very quickly to see what he actually gets upon 2 out of 5 and 3 out of 5. Because I know, like having like these moves, like these high damaging moves locked behind like 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 is kind of annoying, to be completely honest. Because Dragon Rush, like it would be so much better if we got the move gauge refresh, but because it's locked behind 2 out of 5, you're gonna be stuck with just relying on move gauge speed. And he does have move gauge acceleration on his trainer move, which is good. But sometimes that's not always gonna be the best thing to rely on, because move gauge refresh, it's 1 bar of move gauge that can be instantly replenished right away with that, so it helps with time as well. And then when you have high speed, it just makes a nice combo. But at 2 out of 5, as you can see, we get Dragon Rush, move gauge refresh 3. And then at 3 out of 5, you get Dragon Rush trip up 6, so it has a great chance of lowering the target speed when an attack move is successful. And that's another multiplier there, because like the more stats you lower, the more your damage is going to be going up. And then we have 3 heads MP refresh, and that's going to be good because it also lowers your sync move countdown, which is great. And then you also get another move gauge acceleration, which is going to be very helpful. And then you get Breaking Swipe critical strike 1, so that's actually really good too. And then we also get can it let me click all rammed up 1, so it raises the special attack of all ally sync pairs when a move is successful. So like you can build him in multiple ways. Like you could have him as a striker build, or you could have him as a support build with buffing up your syncers on the team, or you could have it to support with being able to help your strikers survive a lot longer in battle by lowering the enemy special and physical attack. And then he also has Beef Up 3, has a moderately good chance of raising the user's attack when the user is hit by an attacking move, and that's at 2 out of 5. So you do get good stuff at 2 out of 5. And then on the left side, you get Breaking Swipe move gauge refresh 3, along with Pecking Order. And the more the target's attack has been lowered, the more it powers up the sync move. And more Breaking Swipe power-ups over there. And then on the top left, we have Snarl Super Duper Effective 2. And then Ground Guard, reduce the damage when the Pokemon is attacked by a ground type move. And then Devastation, the more the target special attack has been lowered, the more this powers up the sync move. So like when you have both of these active, the amount of damage that you're going to be doing on the sync move is going to be super high. And then you got obviously Snarl power-ups there too. So You can see like a 2 out of 5, like it starts to get a lot better, and then 3 out of 5 is where you really get the big power ups when it comes to damage wise with the multipliers. So 1 out of 5, still pretty solid. As you guys can see, like he's good in the full force battle. But 3 out of 5 is like where you're gonna really see the damage increase from Iris and Hydreigon. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know how your summons went. I'm gonna be doing another summoning video tomorrow. Cause I really want to get Hydreigon and Iris to 3 out of 5. One of my favorite Pokemon of all time. In the top 5 easily. So definitely gonna want to get them. And then Iris, Gardevoir and Diantha, just gonna go for 1 copy, so they're gonna be pretty cheap. Hopefully I get lucky. But we'll see how that goes. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.